Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of UZEX News. Uzbek Commodity Exchange Corporate telecast UZEX News in a new format on UzReport TV channel. Today in our edition you can get acquainted with the exchange news and quotations, the latest changes in the field of exchange, trade and e-commerce, and also the situation in the local and foreign markets for cotton fiber. In the beginning of the program, we offer your attention the results of auctions on all UZEX trading platforms and the price dynamics for the main trade positions. So these were the main indicators of UZEX exchange for the last week. Now we will stop on the latest exchange news. On March 18, 2020, a resolution of the Cabinet Ministers of the Republic of Uzbekistan number 170 on additional measures for the implementation of advanced information technologies in the activity of commodity exchanges and consistent development of the electronic commerce was issued. The main aim of this resolution is a further development of the exchange, trade and e-commerce on the commodity exchanges. Essentially, the resolution provides for the measures to increase transparency of the exchange trades, hold them on a separate trading segments, and also the implementation of forward contracts. The second news is directly related to B2B exchange e-commerce model. Generally, the exchange completed the upgrading of the exhibition fair system. The new system is functioning on the web yarmarka.uz and is the first major project launched by the exchange in the year of the development of science, education and digital economy. The main advantage of the renewed system of the exhibition fair system is providing guarantees for the execution of the transactions through the clearinghouse of the exchange. This mechanism guarantees timely payment and delivery goods and services via internet, and generally the period of coronavirus pandemic is becoming more advisable to work remotely and also trade without leaving home. We remind you that all the auctions at Uzbek Commodity Exchange are carried out in the electronic or online form. As the exchange trading is carried out in the electronic form, the customers can take part in the exchange auctions through the mediation of their brokers without leaving home and cooperate with them remotely. All other trading forms, including electronic government procurement, fair trading, online auctions on implementation auto numbers and mobile numbers, represent various e-commerce forms. The customers can take part in these auctions directly without leaving home via their personal accounts. So further on, we move to analyze the markets of cotton fiber for the months of January and March 2020, and the sales volume dynamics for cotton will be the next. And generally for the considering period, over 90,000 tons of cotton fiber of various types were implemented via UZEX platform. A distinctive feature of this year is that the main sales volume came to cotton textile clusters in 2020, and a monthly sales volume for the considering period accounted 30,000 tons, as we can see on the diagram. In the months of March, this indicator went down, and it's a little bit more than 20,000 tons at the UZEX exchange trade platform. So now let's go and look at properly the sales structure of cotton fiber, and totally for the past period, 5 sorts of fiber of various types were implemented at the UZEX exchange trade platform, as we can see on the diagram. The largest sales volume was marked by the first sort, forest type of fiber, which share is accounted almost 73%, which is the lion's share at the UZEX exchange trade platform. And it's worth to mention about the second type, which goes with the first grade, the fifth type, which takes the 10%, and the third position here is taken by the second grade, the fourth type, which goes with a 9% at the UZEX exchange trade platform. It's worth to mention about the third grade, the fourth type, which goes with 4%, the second 5 type goes with a 3%, and others are going with 2% respectively, as we can see on the diagram. So let's go to the next graph and the local prices dynamics, and we're going to consider the price dynamics for cotton fiber by months in the local market. For 3 months, the price for cotton shows a downward tendency. It is due to low demand for this product. The dynamics of the world prices are being traced also, as can be seen in the details on the next graph. If in the months of January, the average price for all the types of cotton fiber accounted 15.1 million sums per ton, as we can see on the diagram, afterwards the price moved down. So in the months of January, this indicator was 14.5 million sums, and finally in the months of February and in the beginning of March, 13.7 almost 13.8 million sums per ton, as we can see on the diagram, wherein the implementation volume decrease of goods was observed in the months of March. So let's go to the next diagram, and definitely it's going to be the world price dynamics, and similar dynamic has been traced in the world's cotton fiber market, as we can see on this diagram. The price of future contracts for cotton fiber fell from $14.87 US, as we can see on the diagram, down to $11.83 US per ton, or 20% in the New York Commodity Exchange. The domestic market for cotton fiber shows a similar dynamics with the foreign market due to the interrelation of starting prices with the international markets, wherein a low demand for fiber has been observed both in domestic exchange and world markets as well. So let's go to the next diagram, and this is going to be the purchase structure of cotton fiber in the regional section, as we can see on the diagram. And it's worth to mention to point out some specific leaders, and as we can see, the metropolitan area, Tashkent and Tashkent region, has the top position on the consumption level, and definitely it goes with 28% on the UZEX exchange trade platform. The next position is taken by Fergana Valley, as we can see on the diagram, definitely is 26.4% on the consumption level. It's worth to mention about Namangan, which got almost 12% at the UZEX platform, and definitely Andijan region goes with 10% respectively. It's worth to mention that the share of UZEX region estimated almost 10%, as we can see on the diagram. And it's worth to mention that the share of other regions is in the range in between 1 to 7% at the UZEX exchange trade platform. So these were all commands for today. Thank you for watching us and being with us. Follow the exchange quotations on UzReport TV channel or on our website www.uzex.uz. See you next week. Bye.